Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing well. So how did you first hear about this sketch?
A friend of mine watches SNL religiously and tweeted about it right as it aired, I guess, tagged me on Twitter and said, JW Pencil and Pad wrote this sketch 5 months ago. And I woke up sort of in the middle of the night, checked my Twitter as I do, and was so confused. I didn't check what the sketch was or anything. I just, relaxed, and then it all blew up the next day.
What were you thinking as you watched the SNL piece when you finally got around to it?
I was thinking it was very familiar. I was thinking I was just confused because you wouldn't think anything. Right at first, it was everywhere. It was there before this story, so it was just like people really liked the sketch. So it was very conflicted of like, oh, people really like a sketch. I'm not going to say, but like I clearly thought of the same idea.
Yeah, what were you thinking about that response to it? Because people were praising this SNL sketch, right?
Yeah, it was like, are people ever going to know that, like, my name related to it, just that they like an idea I also had.
So great minds do think alike sometimes.
That's what I'm told.
On the other hand, stealing jokes is a problem in comedy, and it's like, I'd imagine, the cardinal sin of comedy.
Right.
So what's your theory on how SNL could come up with such a similar skit?
Yeah,
except for the Family Matters conceit there.
Sure, I never thought of any. I would have put a Full House character in, but I don't know. I'm in the enviable position of not having to think about that. Because it's like the worry for some people. This happens to some people, and it's a comment they made to somebody or a tweet they did, and they have to prove things. But it was on a TV show, so I get to let 22 Minutes or CBC and SNL sort of duke it out while I just sort of play in the sandbox and keep writing because it's theirs at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this situation is now getting a lot of attention in the media. Has there been any response from NBC?
No official one that I've seen.
Okay.
People have sort of sent me everything on it, so I feel like I would have seen that, but it keeps saying no comment from NBC.
What struck you most in terms of similarities?
I guess the panicked reaction, mine was much shorter and it was very sort of just pared down.
Yeah.
So once in a while, obviously they have amazing actors and stuff, so they had a lot more business going on. Their show's 3 times longer, but just when it would get to the situation, it was always the same situation of panicking, and then the answer was the same.
And is same prize value? Like maybe that's an innocuous detail.
Yeah, I don't know because I just wrote it as I thought it was funniest. So just a number comes into your head, you don't overthink it. So I'm in the funniest position. I'm just watching the storm going around me, and it's like, I don't know, I just got this, what can make someone really uncomfortable? What's a thing that will make everybody think a little bit? And then now it's 5 months after I wrote it, is having to think back of what the thought was. How
common is it for comedians to come up with a similar bit at a similar time on this level?
That I don't know. Again, that's why I'm sort of, it's not like I'm saying yes or no. I'm just like staying out of that part of it.
Sure.
But people will, I guess it's different. Some people will be like, oh, I have a sketch about an angry video store clerk.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, well, I just met one yesterday, so I wrote one too. This seems to be, I feel like it's caught people's attention because it's more specific, very specific.
Personally speaking, what are you taking away from this whole whirlwind?
It's so cliche. I get annoyed when people send this to me, but how I sort of think it like that I'm on the right track. I'm doing something right. Like that before the sketch this was the controversy about it. It was just being like spread around, and it was like SNL's got its edge back, or SNL did a great sketch this week. It was the talked about sketch. So whatever the circumstances, I feel like I just will keep like working hard in the vein that I was going in because it's clearly working for a large amount of people.
Yeah, because people definitely love that SNL sketch. So
seems like it.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you so much.